Hi, everyone.
Hi, all.
Hi.
Hello, Talofa. It's hello in Samoan. I learned that today.
Shalom in the home.
Buongiorno, everyone. How are we?
Good. Looking sunny over there.
What he said.
Yeah, it is uncharacteristically bright here today. A little overcast, but not too bad. Can't moan.
Better than mine. I apologize. I have a little bit of a frog in my throat today in case. '80s flashback.
So yes, I think that we could start.
Yeah, thank you for that, Rahman. It is a cruel summer. It's hot, very, very hot.
Quite hot.
Okay.
It's hot over there? In
Oh
Russia?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's like 34, 35. So
Oh, lucky.
I don't know about luck. It's pretty bad.
I would rather melt.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, let's start. So welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Community call 59. Apologies, I got a little bit of a cough, so if I have a frog in my throat, don't hold it against me. We have a lot to get through today, so I'm not going to waste any time whatsoever, except to say, please turn on your cameras, show us your delightful smiles. Remember, the more stalkers, the more likes. Just kidding. Okay, quickly, data from last week and this. Proposals that passed last week, ABI hackathon number 2, congratulations. The amendment for the NFT marketplace contest that passed, and proposals that passed this week. There were 2, Group of Alina KPI that passed this morning, KPI 1, excuse me, and the Free TON Alliance Liquidity Initiative, which is pretty awesome, that passed yesterday. As far as payments go, we did not send any last week. I apologize. It just wasn't in the cards. But we will definitely, yes, I'm using the word definitely, send payments this week. So NFT marketplace winners, guys, sorry. but you are getting paid this week. Just hang in there. ABI, obviously, Grupavina, obviously, will get theirs. Hacker Noon will get their second of 4 vesting tranches. DPR number 2 contest was already paid out by Community Voice of Governance, I believe. And the Chrome extension contest is probably not going to get paid out this week, which sort of is a segue into what we want to discuss first. As far as I understand, with the Chrome extension contest, there's a little bit of trouble in paradise. My understanding, there's some contention with jury scores on the one hand, on the other hand, there's some contentions with submissions that aren't up to par to requirements. That, and also the Dune and Free TON swap implementation contest. The jury there needs a little bit more deliberation time, so I think there's going to be a proposal to extend jury voting. So with that said, we're going to go to Vlad. Vlad's with us here. He has some comments on both cases, so it's all yours. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. I'm sorry, I also have some pain in the throat, so I'll be brief. So actually, we had a very good contest for Chrome browser extension wallets. And we had a lot of great participants and quite big number of submissions. And now we have a lot of solutions that you can choose to operate with your free TON wallets in Chrome store. However, we had polemics about the quality of judging at this contest. First of all, of course, there were some responsible judges who paid their time to deeply analyze all the works, all the submissions, and cast the votes and provide valuable comments. But at the same time, there were some jurors who didn't vote for all submissions, and also those who just put something for the sake of putting it there. And this, of course, caused a lot of discussion among participants. I'm sorry. And
Vlad, you disappeared.
hello. Do you hear me?
Well, we can hear you now. You're back.
Okay, very good. Sorry, my internet is not really stable. We have had the discussion with participants this morning and reach some kind of consensus. Although the contest terms do not specify how to tackle the situation when jurors do not vote for all of the submissions, and how to judge the score of each submission in this case. So for the sake of understanding who is the winner and who take what place, we decided to just put aside those votes that were not from those jurors who didn't voted for all submissions. Although these jurors will still get the rewards if they are qualified as good enough, because some jurors could just put 2 words in a comment like subpar submission without exactly explaining what is wrong with it and why is it so bad score that he put. And for such jurors, the contest specifically indicates that they will not get the reward, unfortunately. And this again raises the question of the judging quality. Ron, you remember we had this discussion many times, and there is still no consensus on how it should be. But we agreed that for the second stage of the contest, we will specifically indicate the criteria on which scores should be considered legitimate and which are not. Also, as in the contest, some participants have moved quite further than it was required by the contest terms and already integrate the support of tokens and Web3-like TON client for web pages. So we will also host a discussion on the second stage of the contest, and we will decide how to more or less put everyone on one shelf, so to participate in this contest. Maybe it will just we will give some additional time for those participants who didn't implement yet these functionalities, and add some extra ones for those who have already done this. I don't know for the moment, and we will discuss it later. Another issue that we discovered for such contests, actually this one and the Dune swap contests were some experimental ones, because we used the mixed scheme of the contest, whereas it is funded by the main governance, but it is judged by combined jury of DeFi and DevEx groups. And this issue is about notification to jurors, because not all jurors understood that they are voting for this contest, and we had to go me for the DeFi group and Alexei for the DevEx group, and specifically point jurors to this contest and ask them to vote. This is exactly what happened to Dune contest, and there is only one vote for one submission of Fabrice, and from one side we can leave it as is, and but in the contest terms it requires a quorum to be collected for the voting process to be legitimate. And I propose to extend the voting period for 1 week, and specifically will just take my time and ask every juror in the DeFi sub-governance to pay the attention to this contest and invest some time in looking at the submission. For future use, I think we need some mechanism of notifying these jurors, especially if they participate in the contest in another sub-governance, because we are approaching the moment when we will have these jurors groups based on their specialty, and the question of notifying will arise sooner or later. So maybe we should start the discussion now to be prepared when it is required, actually. Yeah, so that's pretty it from my side. For the Chrome extension, I think we more or less agreed and reached the consensus that we'll just put aside the votes of jurors who didn't voted for all submissions and recalculate the prize places. And I see Andrei here and some other guys who participated in this contest as well. So if you guys have some other opinion or some comments, so please raise your hands and say something. I see the hand raised from Pavel.
Yep. Pavel, go ahead.
Yeah. So this situation is quite, unfortunately, not the first one, and of course the only solution is to have some responsibility for jurors, not moral, but supported by some tokens, and so jurors can be slashed, so that the whole point of the BFTG approach for contests and for jury. I don't know how formal verification of or reworking of that system goes, but I hope it should be ready soon. So once it will be finalized, we'll try at least in some subgov to see how it works, because then, of course, we'll have more relevant jurors, because they should be selected from winners. Not selected, but say consist from winners of contest related to some tag, And of course, if some of those winners would like to be part of a jury, they will have to leave some portion as stake, and that stake can be slashed if that jury round was changed. So of course that approach should change situation and should improve. I don't think that it will be immediately will solve all problems, but at least all problems which Vlad discussed now are addressed in such.
Okay, thank you, Pavel.
Yeah.
I had a question. Was there a temporary jury chat forum? Seems to work for others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to say that the issue lies not in the technical or financial perspective, actually. I think that the main problem here is that we don't have enough jurors, so of due qualification, because if we have many of jurors, I don't know, like dozens of them, and they compete for voting process, so it will be more efficient for them, and those who are not ready to invest their time, so they will not be able to to vote actually for the work. So, and maybe in this kind it will be also helpful. Of course, some responsibility should be. I agree with you, Pavel, and but it should not be only the punishment, but rather maybe we should think about some mechanisms on how to attract additional jurors, on how to educate them, and somehow control the quality of the work.
No, we had a process that worked for a while for the global jury, but so many of the contests now are in some governances that maybe there needs to be some kind of a training session or something like that, some kind of a tutorial.
Ron, I raised my hand again. So I mean, it's very simple. I mean, when you say about somebody control, it doesn't work on centralized system at all.
No,
so
I don't say somebody.
You don't have enough jurors. Well, increase jurors.
I don't mean someone specifically.
Yeah,
I mean the system should be built in such a way that it should control the performance of jurors.
Yes, and it's exactly the same story. So it's very simple, guys. Just increase reward for jury. Very simple. You participate in contest. You spend some time if you can, and you can not guarantee that you'll get a reward for your job. But once you
Pavel disappears.
Yeah, Pavel, you're going in and out.
So there is a balance. Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. If you have a jury, so jury can be sure that they will get rewards. And when you participate in the contest, you cannot be sure. So if you have good rewards for jurors, so some professional guys will think that to be a juror, it's probably for them, it's more suitable for their risk-reward profile. So just increase rewards for jury, I mean, no problem at all. That's the whole idea how you solve it. And then there is the only way how you control as you wish quality. I mean, there can be blame. The whole set of rates can be blamed, and then if then on another cycle it differs with different jury, with larger jury, then I mean jurors who didn't will not comply, they slashed. Again, the whole story was described. The problem we discussed many times from solution, but still we should try to see how it works. And again, are you here? You can comment where we are now with that. Oh, by the way, you raised the hand. Yeah, so you can comment where we are now with that solution, because it was written on the contest quite a number of months ago, and I hope it is close to implementation.
All right, you're still going in and out,
Yes.
Pavel, but I think we got it. I think we
Yeah.
got we got your
Let me
point.
comment on that.
Mitja.
I think we should just not talk about that right now because again, we don't need to discuss this as this is already has been implemented, and there are mechanisms to promote people to jury, to actually like incentivize the jury and to slash the jury, which don't work. So let's not discuss it here right now. In terms of implementation of that, the SMV part of that has been very well audited, I would say, and now actually will be deployed this week. And I wanted to announce that also like anyway, so I can do it now. Basically, all the
I got you at the end there, but okay.
Well,
all right,
let me
go
do
ahead.
it now. Maybe we'll already talk about that. So the SMV contract with special governance tokens for the dense system will be deployed this week, hopefully like after tomorrow. And all the subgovernance members, meaning initial subgovernance members and jury members of all subgovernance will get tokens of governance tokens, and they can start voting on this, first of all, on this dense reserved list, but the like domains, but the main reason we're doing that not only for the dense, but also for testing all this whole system, basically the SMV system. And then the next will be well, it's verification that's going on for the BFTG part of the console. The software has been written but it need to be verified. So that's work still in progress.
Okay, thank you, Mitja.
Thank you, Mitja. Mitja, maybe you could plan some AMA session displaying how it works and for everyone to see how it will be at the next weekly call.
Well, yeah, next week we can talk about that maybe. Yeah, sure, we can do the.
Yeah, I understand that it's not yet the verification process is not yet finished, but on the user flow standpoint, so it will be easier to understand.
Yeah, let's plan an AMA session. We can do it next week, sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Mitja. Thank you, Pavel. All right, let's move on. We have someone who would like to talk about a new contest that's being proposed, the Free TON Identity Contest from the Web and Design Subgovernance. And I understand we have Alina from the
Alina.
group.
Yeah, it's
Alina.
me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
That was passed through a third party, so I apologize. So, Alina, please say hello. Tell everybody about it. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. And today I represent Web and Design Subgovernance. And Identity Contest is not something what is about to happen. It's something what we have results of. And today we'd like to tell you about the results that we get from the contest, and because it was created for the community, so everybody can use it. The main purpose of the contest was to solve the problem of Free TON not having like the full brand identity, and we offered participants to show their ideas, to show their vision of the Free TON community and create the basic identity set of elements like logo, typography, colors. And also they had to describe their idea in their PDF file. So now I would like to show you like kind of presentation in Figma we created with the winners of the contest. And I would like to share my screen.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Roman, if you can help her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here you can see it was the identity contest, the first one, which was created after big changes in jury members. Yeah, and it was finished on 30th of May. And here you can see the results of the contest. So from 1st to 10th place. And here you can see the score, which were given to participants. The first place took the logo you can see. I can show you the whole presentation so you can understand better how the work should look like. Yeah, so here you can see the description of the idea, the logo, different variants of how to use it, description of colors, different ways of using it. Also, participants had to choose the font they use and offer to use with their logo. They offer colors, describe this all, give some examples of usage, and also different patterns. Here is place number 2. Yeah, and place number 3. To be honest, we've got very great works in this contest. You can see them all, and you can check the winners on freetonstats.org. And what is also very important, we would like to show everybody, is that we placed the topic on the forum. So here on web design subgovernance section, you can find it, and you can see first, second, third, fourth, etc. places. And here you can see the PDF file that was given, and files. You can download them, and we really hope that you use them, and that it was not just like that it had like real purpose, because it took a lot of time and many discussions to choose, not to choose winners, but so everybody following the rules. And as you can see from the stats, the points were not that high, average score, but we're still like very proud of the works that took from first to 10 places, and we would like to thank everybody who took part. It was like 57 different works took part in the contest. And I also would like to tell you about our next contest, which is now in progress and which will end on the middle of July. So we'd like to more participants take part in the contest, so the quality of the winner like were the highest. The idea, I still have like a little of time, so the main idea is to create a website which represents all the winners from different contests. So if you want to see from different subgovernance, different contest winners, so you can go to this website, and we think that it can be also very helpful for community and for people who would like to join. Yeah, so this kind of our presentation from our web and design subgovernance. And if you have any questions by now, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you. First, I personally really liked some of the designs. I think it's great design work, without a doubt. Second, are you participating in the educational websites contest?
Yeah, I'm not participating. I'm one of the jurors.
Oh, okay.
From web and design. I think there are a lot of jurors from many subgovernance. Yep. So yeah, I'm one of them.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool work. I like it.
Yeah, we're really proud, and we really wanted to tell about it because we spent like a lot of time, because 57 works, it's like, yeah, of course we had some people who are not agree with the results, but I think that it's something what happens. And if we have any subjective comments, we have constructive critics. We prefer to make it more clear to hide the level of quality of web and design governance work. So yeah, thank you for the time, for giving us the opportunity to present our results of our work.
Thank you, Alina. It was great. Really appreciate it. Mitja, you have your hand up?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Okay, now you know. All right. Thank you, Alina.
Thank you.
Okay, another contest we want to talk about. So another presentation, this time DeCourses from the Free TON Academy. So we actually have a contest from FDA. Yay, I love it. Exciting. Darkwing, give us the scoop on DeCourses, please.
Yes, hello. So yes, I want to present the course contest by Free TON Academy. I will share the links, some links now. First is Free TON Academy contest group. Everybody who wanna participate in this contest should enter this group, because in this contest we will support every participant, every user who wanna create and place a course on the freeton.academy website. It's one of the main issue. Another, we don't limit anybody in creativity, but the most important point is value. It's very subjective parameter, but in our academy we have a lot of experienced members such as Evgeny Morozov, Jovan Marjanovic, and others who are judges and can decide if, for example, this course is value or not. In the end, I try to do it very briefly. The main aim of the contest is to create a course or number of lessons about everything, but especially about how to do something in Free TON. The main aim to learn new users do something in Free TON. For example, how to become judges, how to develop own debot, and everything. We don't limit your imagination. So that's all. That's why I invite everybody. I invite everybody to participate in this contest. Please don't be shy. We really will support every participant in placing courses, choosing topics maybe for the courses. We will support, and because we wanna make you to bring more value to our academy. It's the main mission. That's why we will support. Thank you. I try to do it very quick.
Wonderful. Thank you, Darkwing. Thank you very much. Thank you for the information. Okay, we're going to go and check it out. Cool. Okay, we're going to shift gears just a little bit, move away from contests. And now we have our regular with us, Alexei Novikov, who wants to present his Chrome extension solution, if I have that right. I hope I have that right. And obviously that's a result of the Chrome extension contest, right? So Alexei, please go for it.
Actually, I don't have a Chrome extension solution. I just wanted to present the contest, how it went on, how it was going, and
Okay, I had the wrong information delivered to me then. Okay, please go ahead. Your internet connection is a little shaky, just so you know. So.
Okay, I turned off the video. Actually, what I wanted to say that it was a really great idea to make this contest because it was necessary for the community to have several wallets, several options, so every user have to have the possibility to choose the best option, the best wallet, and so it's. I am glad that this contest was run, but actually, I get known about this content because in a meeting of in a regular meeting of our DevEx government, one team participating in the contest came and asked to make a presentation of their wallet. And after this, I checked that the contest is in progress and voting is not finished, so we declined to do this. And I decided to make AMA session for all other participants, for all of them to be on the same board and have the same privileges and opportunity to demonstrate their solutions. And we made AMA session, so most of the participants, where most of the participants presented their solutions, and it was really great. It was a really pleasure to listen to all these guys. Everybody, all of them made really great work and presented their solution in a good way, and it was very difficult to decide which one is better. And only thing that I would make like notice on this contest that about idea it's very great, but about organization it's like was not so good. Its organization. Because actually it was the most complicated contest, not from the technical side, but from the side of its organization. Because in the fact, this is a technical content, but it was organized inside global subgovernment, which jury members are not very technical persons, and it was one complexity. And additionally to the global subgov jury, the jury members from two different subgovernments was invited, DeFi subgovernance and DevEx subgovernance. So global jury were evaluated and assessed like user interface. DeFi jury were evaluated how extensions work with the TIP3 tokens and stuff like this. And the DevEx jury were studying the code quality. So all juries were evaluated with the solutions from different ways. And also, this was the second complexity of this contest. And second one, because DeFi jury members were invited, they brought their reward calculation method, which they used to use in DeFi subgovernance, but which was too complex for participants and even for jury members. So it was a complicated description with several files and manual reward counting from DeFi subgovernance, because in a user interface, the scores is not reflected following this contest description. So actually, right now, I'm not sure who is the winner, who is the loser of this contest, because the score is not reflected in the user's UI correctly. And also, anyway, it was a great context. So I would like to say about solution from Broxus team. For example, they are very deep skills allows to make wallet with two different access methods. So they allow users to use GraphQL API to access, and
we're struggling a little to understand you. I don't know if it's the internet connection or if it's just the echo in the background, but it's very, very hard to make out what you're saying, Alexia.
Oh, yes, sorry. So maybe anyway, I could finish that it was agreed that we took part in this contest. We had it, and so that's all particularly what I wanted to say. So that's all.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Great. Vlad, you have a question?
Yeah. Not a question, but rather a comment. I really want to say thanks to Alex, because he was helping with all these organizational difficulties, and he organized the AMA session and invested a lot of his time to collect everyone and distribute this information. So I really appreciate this involvement, and really big thanks. And I also invite some media participants who are with us today, either from Free TON House or from some other guys. So just take the results of the contest, and there were some great solutions actually. I'm not saying about Crystal Wallet developed by my team, but also I can acknowledge that there were some strong solutions by other teams, so they deserve specific description in some articles. So please pay attention to this contest, because it was really great one, despite of all the difficulties.
There are always difficulties. Nothing simple.
Absolutely.
Anything good always has difficulties, I think. I believe that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Alexei. Okay. We're here, finally. Tech updates. I believe there was a DevNet restart, or am I getting ahead of myself, Mitja? Go ahead, Mitja. Make it rain.
You're getting ahead of yourself a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, yeah. Well, first of all, first of all, about DevNet. DevNet has been down, and we started a new one, but we also worked on identifying the issue, and we found the issue. It's a bug in C++ node, which we already fixed. We will work on that a little bit testing, and that will be included in the upcoming C++ node update, which is going to happen, well, in the coming, I don't know, days. And again, first it will be tested on DevNet, and it's very good that this problem was identified on DevNet, of course. So it occupied us for some time as well, which means we didn't finish yet the testing program for RustCup start, and that includes the critical update about the slashing. So it has been tested once, but we need some more testing. So that's happening as we speak. Basically, once the program is finished, we will roll out update, which will hopefully will be like the last update before the RustCup start. I think that's it from me.
Okay, if that's it, Michael Kavanov, I believe you had something you wanted to ask or discuss. Mike? Michael?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yep, we can hear
you.
Hello.
Yeah.
More or less. Yep.
More or less. Okay. Hi, guys. Yeah, there is really a question about the John jury and the voting process on the news and educational websites. It appears that there is a number of submissions with pretty big number of articles in them. And it seems that the joint jury just won't be able to vote correctly within the time frame for these contests. So I think that we should prolong the voting period and maybe add some additional administrators to the process, because as it seems, we have to make the evaluation of the articles regarding of their uniqueness, regarding if they fit the criteria which is fixed in the contest. So I think that we will have to at least add a week or maybe even more for this thing to be done properly. And as it appeared that the subjects discussed today also raised in other contests with joint jury and the administration of the process. So the issue with the news and educational websites is not just one of a kind. It seems to be a problem that we still have to jointly solve together, like step by step. That's really the issue I wanted to raise here.
Okay, anybody have an opinion on that?
Opinion, you say? Yeah, no, I'd actually back up what Michael's saying there. Yeah, I feel that, like, given the amount of articles and stuff, perhaps assigning someone or a couple of people some sort of admin role and extending the voting a little bit might give us a much better result in terms of organising the huge number of jurors we've got in this contest at the moment.
Yeah, there are a bunch, aren't there? Like something like 70 or 80.
Hey, it's a good thing, man. Good thing. More
Yeah,
jurors,
it
more
is a good thing.
opinions.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, proposal. Go for it. Sure. OBKB, we're done with presentations. We are in the Q&A portion of our call, even though I guess we sort of have a intermittent Q&A after each presentation regardless. But if somebody has a specific question, please, or if somebody wants to say something, now's the time. I expected this call to go a lot longer considering we had 7 or 8 topics to cover, but we're getting better at what we do. So it's open. Alexei, please go ahead.
Can you hear me? Hello? Very badly. Sorry. Give me a second. I will try.
It's not too bad. Right now, it's okay. Go ahead.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, better.
Better. Look, actually, I don't know. I was late for the meeting, so I don't know. Did you discuss the Chrome extension wallet contest or not? Actually, the question I have is who is responsible for defining winners and how much we'll get? Because, as I said, the interface does not reflect scores correctly, so it should be manually counted and somewhere displayed. So I want to know who is going to do this. Do you have some responsible person or team, or maybe this contest have some organizer, somebody put it to the vote?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know, like, for instance, in DPR contest requirements actually made room for somebody to admin the whole thing. I don't know, but we do have some hands raised that I think probably are going to comment on this. Michael, is your question regarding Alexei's?
No, I have another one.
Ben, is yours?
No, I just wanted to pipe in with a few things at the end before we switch off.
Okay. All right. I don't know, Vlad, do you have an opinion on this?
Sorry, I missed the question. Is it about?
So basically saying that there's a lot of administrative work that needs to be done in the contest, and is there somebody that might be, I don't know,
some interfaces, you mean?
Yeah, somebody to deal with it. Yeah.
Actually, there was a contest in analytics subgov to host the contest result interfaces. So there was quite a bunch of good ones. So I personally use the freetonstats.org. So if I'm not wrong, it was developed by Stanislav. So you can use this as a basic one. But if you need some advanced features, so we can host additional contests for improvement. So why not? Just I think we need to agree on what these features should look like and discuss it in the analytics subgov. So please come on Thursday at 6 p.m. Moscow time. So will be discussing this.
No, actually, I'm asking about this particular contest, Chrome extension wallets. Do we know the winner? Who will?
Okay. So I actually addressed this question already to the contest stats group, which is responsible for calculating the rewards and payouts, preparing the payouts. So as explained, so we will, for the calculation of the prize places, we will put aside the votes of those jurors who didn't vote for all of submissions and leave only those who voted for everything. And afterwards, we will just distribute prize places. But those jurors who were put aside and whose comments have enough quality, so they will get their rewards for sure. So we will take care of this.
How's that
Who is this
determined?
interface team? Could you send me Telegram nickname?
Yes,
Because I
yes,
have
sure.
some questions for them.
If you want, I can add you to the group. So
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Okay. All right, Michael, go.
Yeah, I really had an question, and I didn't get if it will be discussed additionally. Speaking about the work of the jurors, Vlad says that they're going to delete the votes that didn't vote for all the submissions. I was thinking that maybe it should be 50% plus one, as like in the SMV concept. Maybe that should be applied. Plus, I think that we should be discussing maybe an additional call or whatever, how the work of the jurors should be handled. And because as far as I've seen in some contests, the points given to different submissions sometimes are very random. They don't fit any concept described in the PDF on chain, and I think that we should address this issue before we have all the contests with a big number of random points given to different submissions. Due to an error, due to just a lack of time, or maybe a lack of respect to the work of the participants, because as again, it's been noticed in many contests that the voting process usually takes place in the last day, like several last hours before everything ends up. I think that we should address and discuss this issue somehow.
That's a good point as far as voting last minute, but I understand why that is. I think everybody does, right? It's just a matter of the amount of time that's necessary. And it's like handing in your homework, right? I mean, it's no different, right? If the teacher says on Monday that you need to have your homework in by Friday, everybody is going to do their homework Thursday night. I mean, that's just human nature and psychology. I don't think there's anything you can technically do about that. That's, you know, you're not going to change human nature, but maybe, I don't know, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, maybe there should be a two-step process in voting, you know, again, depending on the contest, depending on the proposal, where all jurors have to have their votes submitted, maybe, you know, in some sort of a document or something at a certain date. And then there should be a discussion period maybe between then and when they actually go on chain. I don't know. I'm brainstorming right.
It's one of the ideas that I had, that maybe the voting on chain should be made in like, you know, two steps. Like the first round, you do the voting. All the jurors do the voting. The votes might be encrypted somehow, so only the juror group can see and evaluate them. And then on the second round, you vote again if your points differ from the first round after the internal discussion within the jurors, or you just skip it and like your points are okay. But that can be done if this is a problem to do on chain now, to like you have to upgrade the interface. Maybe that should be one of the best practices to go off chain and like make it mandatory for like a spreadsheet with comments from each juror. Maybe each juror should have its own spreadsheet.
But still keeping the juror's identity, if they so choose, private. So this is also very important. If they choose
that's a different point. I'm speaking now about like the time spent and the rewards received by the juror, because you can just make some random points to all the submissions and get the same reward. And some jurors just spent lots of time. Like I spoke with Anastasia. After she voted in the DPR contest, she had a massive spreadsheet with all the comments, with all the articles picked and commented, each and every one. So that was a very impressive amount of work done. Yeah. My point is that maybe the jurors should have the spreadsheet ready for each one of them. The administrator of the contest collects those spreadsheets in one big sheet. So like nobody's, okay, what was the point for the second submission? Okay, 3. Okay, I put 3 here. Okay, what's the 5th one? Like, back in school, we all done that. So we can rise the quality of judging. Because again, judging has the rewards. So you don't just spend the time like, okay, I will do it for free and just for the process, but still you're getting a reward. So you should be getting a reward for doing something properly. That's really the point.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Maybe we can try it with the news and educational websites, having some the amendment with the prolonging period for the voting. There are lots of jurors, but we'll see. First of all, the percentage of people that are ready to vote, because there are really the 70 plus jury members in this contest, and like try to see how this thing with spreadsheets and comments can work. Plus, we can test the work of the administrators, because there's a part that's really technical, like to run the text through the service that checks the uniqueness of the text, to count the number of articles per each site, etc., etc. So they're pretty technical, and we can try working on this model, like experimenting, see where it can get us. My personal opinion.
I'm not sure that actually it will help to really improve the quality itself, but rather it will centralize more the submission, and I'm not sure it is a good way to go, frankly speaking. Maybe it's in my personal opinion, I think what we should work on is actually on the quality of educating jurors, of increasing the number of jurors and increasing their responsibility. Only in this case, this will work, and just centralizing and collecting the total feedback from everyone and checking it like a school teacher, not sure this is a good approach.
We have 70 plus jurors, so the number is pretty big, but as the experience shows, the bigger the number, the more scattered the process becomes. So again, if everyone agrees that it should be like as it is, no problem, because there's huge amount of administrative work for it to be working correctly. And I don't see any centralization here. I see here administration, where the technical part is, because again, you have, I don't remember, around 10 submissions or so in the sites and educational websites contest, and around, say, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 publications. So I don't think that it's pretty effective for each and every juror to check the uniqueness of each text provided. So again, I'm more about the administrative process, not the centralizing that like one person will judge, okay, this side is good and this side is not. We're gonna have two rounds, two different administrators. While the first one does his check, the second one does his check, and all this data is published to the jurors group, so everybody can cross-check the results and move on.
Okay, Ben, please.
Yeah, so in terms of jurors, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think personally, one of the big things we have here with jurors is we need an easier way to refresh jury boards, because obviously, you know, we're a year into this journey. You know, people come and go, they're going to lose interest. Some people will be available for short amounts of time. Some people will hang around for longer. You know, it's constantly keeping it fresh. But what I actually wanted to say was far more lighthearted than that. I just wanted to shill our podcast again, to be honest, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We're into episode 7 we recorded this week gone. Bit of an interactive thing. So, yeah, I mean, if anyone's free, Thursday, 6 p.m. UTC, yeah, it's every week now. Thursday, definitely, every bloody week. I promise you, I'm not letting them move it again.
Good plug.
Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of fun this week, and I enjoyed editing it down. I think, you know, we're going to build into something. So please, you know, join us. And if you can't join us, download on the app stores, leave a review, say something nice, tell me you hate my voice. I don't know, just say something. Get, you know, all those kind of little comments and stuff all add up and help push us through the algorithms. And as well as that, I just wanted to reiterate the importance of the DeCourses contest. It's been a long time coming. The rewards are really good, guys. I've wrote a little.
A really, really long time coming. Come on, yeah. Academy. Seriously.
Well, no, I mean, it's been a long time coming, but it's been worth the wait, essentially. You know, this is one of the most talked over contests I've seen on Free TON. Like I say, I've made my own little course on there. So if I can do it, you know, you guys can, of course. Obviously, like Alex said, we've set up a little group. So if anyone struggles with WordPress or anything like that, don't let that stop you. You know, we can help you out with those bits. But yeah, get your knowledge on there, guys. There's a bunch of wisdom we could share with the world in here. So rock on.
yeah. And I mean, and everything, like I'm going to be like one of the first people that's actually going to join to learn from the Free TON Academy, because as everybody probably already knows in this network, I'm a I'm technologically challenged. So, you know, I'd be the first that would want to join. I actually, from my own personal interest, I like, is there something I can get out of it? So, you know, I mean, it's monumentally important. It's globally important.
Again, I mean, it's not just technical courses on there either. Important to push. Obviously, we're trying to incentivize the Free TON angled stuff, but my course is just about writing, you know, with a bit of engaging style.
Yeah.
You know, anything on there. You know, we've kept it as open-ended as possible. You know, any type of course drives traffic to the website, you know, if people take it. So have fun with it. That's what I tell people.
Cool. Excellent. Alex, do you prefer Alexia or Alex?
Yeah. Alex, actually, I have a great idea. I have a solution. Actually, I have a solution at least for a technical contest. We should have two AMA sessions. First AMA session, participants will present their solution for jury members. And on the second AMA session, jury members should present solutions for participants, and participants should ask questions for the jury members. That will solve all issues with jury, with understanding, with time and everything. I think we should have just 2 AMA sessions. That's all. It's an idea.
Thank you. Okay. Any more questions?
I think more communications with the jury, between jury members, all of jury members and participants are the better. I mean, in the end, it's a communication problem, because it's almost everything.
Pavel?
Yeah, we will have such an experiment in ZKP use cases contest because being a jury in that contest is quite a challenge. Jury members actually asked to have an AMA, and that this Friday at 2 p.m. CET, there will be an AMA for ZKP jury members, and participants can come, potential participants can come as well. And it is done ahead of actually submission deadline, because jurors can say, well, I'm not qualified, and we can have a different set of jurors, because it's a bit complex stuff, of course, to judge and to deploy circuits and etc.
Thank you, Pavel. Okay, Ben, you still have your hand up. Anything else? No,
we don't.
Okay. We do have one question that was written in. I'm going to read it. Well, I don't know about verbatim, but I'll paraphrase. So, hello everybody. This is extraTON, the extraTON team. We had big trouble with the Chrome browser extension contest, and we're asking for help. A lot of you already know our Google Chrome wallet. We made it about a half a year ago, and of course the wallet doesn't fit the realities of the contest as it is in its current state. So what we did was we created a new wallet extension specifically for this contest and submitted it. But unfortunately, here we go again. Half of the jurors ignored this information in the submission and judged our old solution. So we cannot speak about any success. We really hope that this problem can be resolved. Thank you. Well, I think we just talked about that, but they would like their comment to be noted. Maybe it's, I don't know, is it worth maybe if you're hearing this, or Roman, if you're in contact with this individual, maybe it's worth underscoring their submission number for the jury, something, I don't know. But yep, so obviously there were some problems. Okay, we have a couple of questions from the YouTube stream. Hi, Ron. Hello. Thanks for answering my rough questions last week. Glad to do so. Looks like a language problem for some of the presenters in the AMA session, could be. Can we implement a new way to allow people to make their presentation in their own native language with subtitles? As far as making presentations in their native language, I believe we actually do have, like right now, the weekly call on Tuesdays, that's in English. That's not going to change. But there's nothing stopping anybody from creating their own weekly call. So yes, absolutely, why not? And that should be the case, right? I mean, I think the community call is just a sort of culmination of all of the different things that happen throughout the week, but and it's mostly related to global governance. But every detail, every sub-governance, every contest, anybody who would like to have a weekly call should be able to do so. Maybe you can organize one yourself, and I'm sure we'd be happy to stream it. So yeah, I agree. There's also, I believe there's a Russian-speaking AMA or weekly update that's supposed to happen every other Wednesday or Thursday. Roman, remind me. Roman?
Wednesday.
Thursdays, did you say?
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesdays, hard to hear, sorry. Yeah, Wednesdays, I believe in the evening time, no? I don't have the details, I apologize, but I believe there is one. So it's kind of analogous to what we do here, but in Russian, and I think it should be in every language, absolutely. So let's see, I missed something maybe. What about Dune and Free TON merge?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. What about it? It's going. There's an implementation contest right now. We just talked about it. If you look a little earlier into the stream, you'll hear some discussion about it. There's an implementation contest right now where I believe there's going to be an extension proposal for the jury to vote on it. So take a look at that. Go to gov.freeton.org. It's all there. I know it's not good to ask when. From Evgeny. It's not good to ask when. No, it's fine to ask. You can ask all you like. But any update about the Free TON white paper? Ooh, Mitja, you still here? Still with us?
Wait, I'm not commenting on that.
You're not commenting. I'll comment. I'll do it for Mitja.
Soon.
Should be shortly. I'm gonna find like a way to take the SOON and like create make the soon an acronym for some lengthy, very complicated language thing. I'm gonna do that just for fun. I will tell you this: it is absolutely being worked on, and from what I understand, it's going well. So that was a very political answer to a very
simple question.
Sorry, I'm being a politician. That's all I can do for now. Okay, that's it from YouTube. That's it from questions that were written to us. Last call for questions from this call now. We done? Okie dokie, Smokey. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.